Have you ever felt overwhelmed, rushing around trying to get everything done, while someone else just seems to be chilling? If so, you're going to find a lot to relate to in the story of two sisters from the Bible, Martha and Mary. Their story isn't just an ancient tale. It's a powerful lesson about priorities, service, and what truly matters in our busy modern lives. So, grab a cup of coffee, find a comfy spot, and let's dive into this incredible encounter with Jesus. The story unfolds in a small village called Bethany, just a couple of miles from Jerusalem. Here lived three siblings, Martha, Mary, and their brother Lazarus. They were close friends of Jesus. In fact, their home was something of a sanctuary for him, a place where he could rest and be himself away from the crowds and the constant demands on his time. The Gospel of Luke in chapter 10 gives us a snapshot of one of Jesus' visits. As Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to the village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. Right away, we see Martha's character. She's hospitable, responsible, and a woman of action. She immediately gets to work, wanting to be the perfect host for such an honored guest. Can you picture the scene? The flurry of activity, the clatter of pots and pans, the aroma of food cooking? Martha is in her element, managing everything, making sure every detail is perfect for Jesus. She's doing a good and necessary thing, showing love through service and hospitality. Meanwhile, where's her sister, Mary? The Bible tells us that Mary sat at the Lord's feet, listening to what he said. Now, in that culture, sitting at the feet of a teacher or a rabbi was the posture of a disciple. It was typically a position reserved for men. So, Mary wasn't just relaxing, she was breaking cultural norms to soak in every word of wisdom from Jesus. She recognized the rare and precious opportunity she had. The Son of God was in her living room, and for her, nothing was more important than to listen and learn from him directly. So we have this powerful contrast. Martha is busy serving Jesus, while Mary is busy listening to Jesus. Both sisters love him dearly, but they are expressing their devotion in very different ways. And this is where the tension begins to build. Martha, distracted by all the preparations that had to be made, came to him and asked, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me." Oh, can you feel the frustration in her voice? It's so relatable. Have you ever been that person, carrying the entire load, feeling unappreciated and resentful? You look over and see someone else seemingly doing nothing, and that feeling of injustice just boils over. Martha isn't just asking for help. She's accusing Jesus of not caring about her burden and tattling on her sister. "Lord, don't you care?" It's a cry from a heart that is stressed, overwhelmed, and feeling completely alone in its efforts. Now, Jesus' response is one of the most gentle and profound moments in the Gospels. He doesn't scold Martha. He doesn't dismiss her feelings or the importance of her service. Instead, he replies with incredible tenderness. He says, "Martha, Martha." Just repeating her name like that shows his affection and concern for her. It's like he's saying, "I see you. I see your stress. Let's talk about this." Then he continues, "You are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed. Only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her." Let's unpack that, because it's so important. Jesus isn't saying that Martha's work is bad. Hospitality is a wonderful virtue. He's pointing out the state of her heart. She is worried and upset. Her service, which started from a place of love, has become a source of anxiety and distraction. She's so focused on the many things, the tasks, the meal, the details, that she's missing the most important thing. The guest himself, Jesus, gently redirects her focus. He says only one thing is needed, and what is that one thing? It's fellowship with him. It's sitting at his feet, listening and prioritizing his presence above all the preparations. Mary understood this. She chose what is better. It wasn't that Martha's choice was bad, but Mary's was better. Mary chose the eternal over the temporary. The food would be eaten, the dishes would be washed, but the words of Jesus, the spiritual nourishment she was receiving, would last forever. It will not be taken away from her. This story is a beautiful invitation for all of us to examine our own lives. How often do we become Marthas? We get so caught up in doing things asterisk for asterisk God that we forget to just be asterisk with asterisk God. We fill our schedules with church activities, volunteer work, and serving others, which are all wonderful things. But if those activities cause us to be worried, anxious, and disconnected from the very person we claim to be serving, we've missed the point. Our service can become a source of stress and resentment rather than a joyful expression of our love. Jesus is inviting us, just as he invited Martha, to step back from the busyness. He's inviting us to prioritize the one thing: our relationship with him. This means carving out time in our day to be a Mary. Time to sit at his feet, to read his word, to pray, to just be still and listen. It's in these quiet moments that we receive the spiritual nourishment, peace, and direction we need to then go out and serve with a joyful, unburdened heart. The goal isn't to be exclusively a Mary or a Martha. Life requires both. There is work to be done, meals to be cooked, and people to be served. The Bible highly values a servant's heart. The key is the balance and the priority. The story teaches us that our being with Jesus must fuel our doing for Jesus. Our time of sitting must inform our time of serving. When we fill our own spiritual cup by spending time with the Lord, our service flows from a place of abundance and joy, not from a place of stress and obligation. Think about your life right now. Are you feeling more like a worried Martha or a peaceful Mary? Are your good deeds and busy schedule pulling you closer to God? Or are they unknowingly creating a distance? Maybe it's time to pause the hustle. Maybe it's time to intentionally choose what is better and sit at the feet of Jesus, even if just for a few minutes each day. Let his presence calm your anxieties and his words reorient your priorities. The story of Martha and Mary is timeless because the struggle is real, but the solution is simple and grace-filled. Jesus doesn't demand perfection, he just desires our presence. He wants us to choose him first. When we do that, everything else, all the many things, finds its proper place. The work still gets done, but our hearts are at peace because we've been with the one who matters most. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this wonderful story. I hope it encouraged you as much as it always encourages me. If you found this reflection helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content that dives deep into the stories of the Bible. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you relate more to Martha or Mary? Let's talk about it. Until next time, take care and remember to make time for that one thing.